Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for a NASDAQ price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And starting on the monthly chart here to see the overview between bullish and bearish scenario and where are we heading, where we might of course finish this wave, and obviously that we are in kind of like a lot of red in here. Are we moving toward the downside towards this blue box? You're gonna see. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're looking for a wave 5 still towards the upside. Potentially, of course, hitting this blue box after a big wave 1, 2, and then 3 for a wave 3 here. You would like to finish this wave 5 as well. And as you can see, your wave 3 in blue is 1.61837K. 0.8, and of course between those fib level you would like to finish a wave 5 here for your yellow scenario, which is in confluence. As you can see, this target between the 44 and the 30K. We have the 1.618, which is for more precision here in confluence with this target. Now, the question is, are we ready to move continuously toward the upside for a wave 5? Or are we in a recession here for the US market, of course, in an expanding flat hitting this blue wave for a longer wave 4? So rather than finishing this wave 4 here and moving on toward the upside, this wave 4 is gonna extend to this side and having an A, B, and a C expanding flat, of course, and then of course continuation later on for higher prices. Can this be the case scenario? Well, it can be very, very possible, and that because, of course, if we take as well the time here required for this wave 2 to unfold after the wave 3, so you will see that yes, we have passed the perfect time, right? But if we get here the 6 times, we are still inside it. Yeah? So in case we are inside the 6 times, this is still very, very possible for an extended wave 4 here, and that it can still of course reach a lower here and then start to move for higher later on. Now if we of course move a little bit more inside the weekly chart here, on the weekly of course we can see that this area here that we're looking at after our wave 3 here, yeah, we're looking at W, X, and a Y toward the downside. And that because, of course, we cannot count a leading diagonal here, or any kind of diagonal, because, of course, this is, this wave is longer than your wave 1, right, in validation, the wave 3, so, and we don't have any kind of impulse. Your wave 4 interfered with your zone 1, meaning, of course, we are corrective in W, yeah, zigzag X, and another zigzag for your wave Y. Now for the wave 5 toward the upside, in case we were looking for wave 5, we were supposed to be in a 1, 2, somehow 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 was supposed to be an extended wave as 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, of course, to finish this in 5 ways. Yeah, but this did not happen, of course. So because we start to see here kind of a retracement, we got an invalidation for this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where we're supposed to be a wave 4 here. We hit the invalidation point almost. And of course, therefore, this has transformed to something corrective. It is A, B, and a C currently, of course, where we have 3 waves up and 3 waves down, and then again 3 waves up here, or because you cannot count even an impulse here, so it can be a W, X, and a Y, and this is exactly what it turns to when, of course, some invalidations happens. However, we're gonna still see, of course, we're very close to the invalidation, by the way. We did not took it yet, but it's very, very possible anyway. So we're gonna see what's going on inside it on the daily here. On the daily chart, of course, we can see, let's move to the daily inside. We can see on the daily that we have, of course, after this WXY, as we said, we have, of course, zigzag here and a flat for the X, and of course a zigzag towards the upside for a wave Y. Potentially finishing a wave B here after having your wave A there. This is your wave A. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, B, and a C toward the downside. So 3 wave zigzag. and then 3 waves up. Yeah, 3 waves up as a WXY, 3 waves down, 3 waves up. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, this is the problem right now that we have. If we take a look here, of course, you see that this might turn into an expanding flat. Yeah, as an A, B, and a C toward the downside. Of course, this is definitely impulsive, and we're still looking for lower. To hit perfectly the blue box, we have hit perfectly the 1.338, respecting the fib level very nicely and moving toward the upside, but potential, of course, still to hit the 1.618 in an expanding flat. However, if we are in an expanding flat, we might see here, of course, a turn on and a chance for bullish, right? And that because if you finish this running flat or WXY in a shape of a running flat, of course, which is a little bit lower possibility, you might move towards the upside again as a reversal, because a running flat might be, of course, a reversal signal. However, you would like to finish anyway with 5 waves as expanding flat, even as a running flat, right? As a running flat, you would like to start therefore from this top and not as an expanding flat, because this will transform into 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down again. So W, X, and a Y. W, X, and a Y finishing higher than your wave W here is a very, very low possibility as well. Therefore, you would like to consider that this wave Y belongs to here, and that's why I have here wave Y with a question mark, meaning what if your wave B finished here with a wave Y, and this is very, very possible where you can consider that this is your wave Y, and I think this is the highest possibility as W, X, and a Y, meaning you have start right now an impulse toward the downside with a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Yeah, for a bigger expanding flat, of course, as we are expecting on the daily, on the weekly, and on the monthly, where we saw, of course, this big blue box that we might reach, of course, for this expanding flat wave C, meaning that you might be, of course, here if we move inside it. Let me join this to the daily. Here we go. If we move inside this wave, potentially, if we have finished wave B here, yeah, potentially, of course, and higher possibility, to be honest, if we move to the 4-hour chart here, we have the following count, yeah. Possibly, we have finished a wave B. You're looking right now for 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. You finish, of course, a wave 1, and then currently you're looking for a wave 2, potentially finish very shallow, yeah, because the market is in a rush to move toward the downside due, of course, to the trade war, which it has been declared by the US government, and of course this will affect the market very, very intensively, yeah. So possibly 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. And yeah, this will bring us, of course, for this level 17K, 16K, 400 for NASDAQ as a big wave 4 here, yeah, in the cycle. By all means, in the cycles, let's go back to see what we mean, and to recap with it. What do we mean with this is, of course, this wave 4 in a big expanding flat, and currently you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Our only chance is to turn this into a running flat, and then, of course, with a running flat, meaning a reversal signal and moving toward the upside. However, to turn it into a running flat, look at the possibilities. As we said, if we are in a running flat, WXY, you would like to finish here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somehow in the middle of the structure. Meaning you still need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we still need at least to reach the middle of the structure. Meaning all what we saw as a red right now is just your wave 1, as we saw, of course, on the 4-hour chart. Meaning, yeah, NASDAQ, we're moving toward the downside right now in an impulse 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 toward the downside. That was it for NASDAQ. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.